Hello there, fishing friends, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to catch the epics on level 20. We have the batfish right there, the nice fish right here. The small ones in the background, those are the stripeys. And of course we have the large shark rays. Those are the ones that people have been asking me to show you, so I figured I would start with level 20 to get us started on the epic fish. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit level 20. Now I usually use the jig. You can use a crawdad, but I have found that using the jig has been the easiest for me. For the batfish, I target the swirls on top. I've caught many batfish just targeting the swirls on top. The shark rays, I target the bubbles down there. And then for the stripeys, I've actually randomly caught those between the bubbles and the swirls. You don't have to aim for those swirls or bubbles. I just found that it's been easiest for me to aim for those to try to catch the fish that I want. And of course now the swirls and the bubbles go away. So what you can do to bring them back, and what I do a lot, is I just reset it. Hard to expert. And that'll bring them back. And then you have a whole new batch of fish. So what you could do is target the bubbles, and we're going to go ahead and... Oop, it was way off. What I can do is bring it up. Maybe I'll get the swirl on top. And if you use the seed lure, it tends to attract them from quite a ways away, actually. And when I get about here, I'll just go ahead and bring it in. See if I can do a little bit better cast. That's a little bit better. I'll hit that swirl. And I tend to do a lot better catching the batfish than all the others out here. Going for those swirls with the top lure. But it just takes a little bit of patience and just keep going, and keep going. And eventually you will catch those epic fish that you are wanting to get. I've also noticed that going for the swirls on top have gotten me a few makos. Last night I was actually able to get 2 makos and a tiger shark in an hour doing this research. So that's pretty good. Yeah, even if you don't have any bubbles or swirls, there's some bubbles right there. Bring it down, and I've noticed that the shark rays aren't all the way on the very bottom. What I'll do is I'll let it sink a ways down, and then I'll just tap it, the controller, just tap it. I'm only doing one-handed, but if you're doing two-handed, you would go halfway down and then just kind of slowly reel it in, little at a time. But I've been catching the shark rays not all the way to the bottom, but midway down. You can let it go all the way to the bottom and bring it up a little bit, and then just slowly reel it in. Let's see, there were some bubbles that were straight out here a little bit ago. So what I can do is I can let it drop down to the bottom. I'm going to feel it hit the bottom. Oop, it hit the bottom. And then I'll just reel it in slowly. And that'll kind of keep it towards the bottom. Which, according to the game, the shark rays are towards the bottom. So let it go down, sink, down, sink. And that's where I've been catching the shark rays. I've had a couple where I've hit the bubbles right on top, and as it's sinking, it'll turn red. And I have my line on so I can see it. I recommend doing that if you're fishing for epics here because it will not always, you won't always feel it until it's hit the bottom, you know, until they've grabbed it. Let's see what's on that swirl. And of course, I keep my spreadsheet updated if I catch something on a swirl. And I'll update my spreadsheet to reflect what I caught on that swirl. Let's see what this is. Oh, look at that. I caught a shark ray from a swirl. Huh. Wasn't even on the bottom. Well, that is awesome. I have to update my spreadsheet. Show that I've actually caught a shark ray from a swirl. But that's what I've been doing. I've been targeting those swirls and bubbles and catching a lot of the epics that way. When I was researching, I was trying to avoid them and everything else. Crawdad, you know, they're supposed to hit on crawdads. I couldn't catch anything on a crawdad. So I switched to using the metal jig, and I've been catching all kinds of epics with the metal jig. Seems to be the best lure for me, at least. Let me know when you're in the comments what you're using to catch your epics. Are you able to catch them on a crawdad? So there we go. There's a shark ray. Caught from a swirl. Yeah, let's see. We got another swirl here. Maybe I can catch a batfish right after the shark ray. That would be cool, huh? And I'll see if I can get in its path here. Yeah, so you just get close to it, and then you just kind of feather that reeling in. And just a rock. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and redo a reset here since I've caught a epic. Go ahead and do a reset. Get some more fish out there. There's another swirl right there. Yeah, that's two. There's another bubbles out there. Oops. I don't know why it does that. And I have a heck of a time throwing straight sometimes too. Do you guys have any troubles throwing straight? Sometimes I'll think I'm going straight and it'll just fly off to the left sometimes. I don't know what's going on sometimes. Any tips on how you throw your line out there straight? Let me know in the comments here. Alright, go ahead and bring it in. To bring it in, just pull your thumbstick back and it'll bring it right in. There's one out there. If you're using the lure C, like I said, it'll attract it from quite a ways away. I've attracted it from a long ways away, actually. So you can see that one came from way out there to the left. And it grabbed it. And the filefish. I get a lot of filefish off the swirls, and actually I think that's one of the reasons why I catch sharks aiming for those swirls, is I think they like the filefish. That and the batfish. If I remember right, at least in the previous, before the update, batfish was one of them that the makos like to attack. So you'd have a batfish on there, and all of a sudden the mako would come up and attack it. So That might be what's attracting the makos here as well. Take it down to the middle a little bit, see what we got. Well, that like took it and let go of it immediately. Let's see if I can get it again. Reel it fast up to that swirl. Too close. Feather it in. There we go. What do we got going on here? There we go. Puffer. I get a lot of puffers. Alright, well I'm going to keep fishing, and I'll bring you back whenever I snag another epic. I'll do a cast off to the right and just see. I'll just see if it grabs anything. I'll go about midway down. I'll just let it drop. Oh. I'll do that sometimes. I'll reel it in and I'll let it drop. It'll turn red as it's dropping. So something's there. That's actually how I've gotten a few shark rays. Just letting it drop. It turns red while it's dropping. I'm just trying to keep it at that level. There we go. Got a batfish. Just a little one. Alright, so all we got left now is just a stripey. And for stripey, like I said, they are kind of all over the place. Let me go ahead and switch to live bait. That's what they like the most. I do catch them on the metal jig all the time though, so let me switch to a crawdad and do the top. We'll see if we catch a stripey off of a crawdad here. And I usually do the green or the gold one. But yeah, I catch the stripeys off metal jigs all the time, so I'm guessing it's their, if you were to color code it, would be their yellow lure. Probably like some of the other fish, they yellow on all the lures. If you look at my spreadsheet, I have a couple of fish that are like that are yellow on all the lures. Now when I'm float fishing like this, what I'll do is I'll just cast out one direction, bring it in a little bit, wait for a second, bring it a little bit, and get it close enough. And I'll cast out there a ways. Oh, got something right away right there. And I'll usually hit like 3 or 4 spots and then I'll reset my map. That was interesting. Once I get a stripey on the cast and the shark will take it. Look at that. There we go. And we got a Stripey. All right. So I caught all 3 of them off of the level 20 map. Let's see, 836. It took me probably about an hour, maybe a little less than an hour, 45 minutes or so to catch them all. So as you can see, all you got to do is just target the swirls and bubbles. Target those, throw a couple of casts out there, and just go in and reset. Target them again, go ahead and reset, and you just continue to do that, and you'll eventually catch your epics. And you're going to catch a lot of other cool fish while you're fishing for the epics. So just enjoy the game and have fun, and don't worry about trying to target that one specific fish. So I hope this helped you catch these epics on level 20. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and share with your friends as well. Have a good day, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, I got a shark on the line. All right, well, it's not an epic, but we'll go ahead and bring it in anyways. Watch me bring the shark. I'll go ahead and leave this in the video. If you have troubles bringing in sharks, the trick is this. Trying to get your snaps in, which you don't always have to get them. See, I just missed that snap. You don't even have to hit the snap the same direction or the opposite direction as they jump either. Sometimes you can snap it in the direction of the jump. Those there, you want to try to keep your line tight. There's my snap. And you don't have to snap really hard. Just flick your wrist a little bit. And just keep your line tight. Keep that pull up. Keep reeling in. Don't let it go blue. Don't let it get too red. See, I missed the snap. I'll still get him though. Even if you miss the snaps, you'll still get them. As long as you keep, when they do that splash there, as long as you keep opposite direction of the splash, keeping that line tight. When they do a splash in the middle, just go straight up, keep that line tight. When you get them here, just kind of feather it in. Bring him in. There we go. Got a tiger shark. And that I was targeting a swirl on top and got me a tiger shark. Go ahead and do a reset. I reset a lot on this map. I just catch a fish and reset, catch a fish and reset. And that is actually, oh, he went away. So let's target that out there. If I catch that, whatever that is. Yep. It's interesting. Feather a little bit. put some of these bigger fish that I catch in, the sharks. And I don't want to make the video too long. Of course, you don't catch epics right after another one, right after another usually, so it just shows. You're going to catch other stuff while you're fishing for the epics. So. Just have fun fishing. You'll get those epics. Have fun catching the other stuff as well, though. Reach out there. Maybe get me a little marlin, you know.